Congratulations, survivor! If you're currently comprehending watching this missive, that means you've yet to succumb to the deadly virus which is swiftly transforming the human race into mindless, brain-gobbling drones. Now, you may think the priority of your new post-apocalyptic existence is foraging for morsels of food, desperately seeking out fellow survivors, or clinging to what little remains of your sanity. But really, during this time of rapid human stock liquidation and ripe economic climate, the question you should be asking yourself is, am I really eking out what little remains of my miserable existence in the absolute best location?
All along you've longed for that dream location with good local schools and monster vaporizer adjacent.
Let me tell you 5 reasons why you should pick Oxford as your destination of choice during the upcoming zombie apocalypse.
Firstly, high perimeter walls. Now, it's no secret that Oxford colleges were built with the express purpose of keeping out all those bodies that lacked the basic understanding of the gate.
A good college will be completely enclosed on at least 4 sides, and by walls of such height and magnitude that, although a drunken student or trainee wizard might be able to figure out a path up their vertical slopes,
those carrying the death, black or otherwise, might be kept firmly out. In times of peace, the college quads are much more likely to play host to a lounging Baudelaire reader or a cheery game of croquet. However, when the rapture's upon us, you'll find these handy and, as previously stated, enclosed areas of greenery are the perfect place to start a garden.
When the infrastructure of humanity inevitably collapses, being able to grow your own food and even graze your own deer will really keep that tummy rumbling at bay as long as possible. Contrary to the rhetoric of high-octane gun thrillers, it is a well-known fact that the best weapons to deploy against ravaging hordes are blunt implements, which can inflict severe trauma to the head. Colleges have strived for centuries, engaging in poorly veiled shenanigans to make sure that such weapons will always be on hand. Sports that feature oars and even mallets themselves have been championed and prized, despite their clear logical redundancy. Take a moment to thank those generations of students who underwent terms of unnecessary movement and getting little coloured balls through hoops, just so that, when faced with an undead assailant, you might be able to smash their brains in. When the streets are a mass of heaving bodies wishing to do nothing more than rip you limb from limb, what more could you want but a secret passageway to take you from the lecture theatre to the library? Well, Oxford can again provide. It was once estimated that the entire city was made of bridges, some that burrowed underground, some that were stacked side by side to make an ingenious new notion called the corridor, and still more which were actually used as conventional bridges.
Regardless to say, through tunnels, alleyways and a little bit of wall scaling, you'll be able to make it out and about while still retaining your precious, precious brains.
Finally, what will you do when the zombies come? When humanity falls, the internet and perhaps electricity itself will surely fall with it. How will you pass those monotonous hours between perimeter watches and rescue missions? Well, Oxford has a thing. Or 2. Or 11 million. Believe me, your best pal's recent disemboweling always feels better over a nice cup of tea and a novel or 2.
So, really, there's nothing left to do but sit back, relax, and enjoy the apocalypse in the comfort you deserve. Oxford, where better to enjoy the rapture?